Alright guys, so let me just start this video by saying that I am not happy. I am not happy with some of these changes. Whoever made these decisions, whoever signed off on these decisions and says, yes, let's release this and that, should be fired. Like their decision making has been absolutely terrible, and I'm gonna go over that in today's video, honestly. But if you guys do enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe and comment down below your thoughts as well. So let's not waste any time, guys, because we got quite the bit to cover. First and foremost is that we just got the preview for the brand new Dragon Ball Blue Zenkai Bulma. You guys should see my face right now. Like my palm is in my head right now. Like I'm in disbelief. Okay, let's just read the preview here, okay? It says here, awaken to gain support effects for tag DB and boost offense. Unlock all uniques to draw a special move and recover ki after using arts. If ki is below 30, activates once, and of course activation count resets on switch. So of course this is needed. This is supposed to be a tag DB buff, right? We're in a DB Saga campaign, but why in the world are they deciding to Zenkai this Bulma here? Yes, she is Dragon Ball Saga related. Does she buff Dragon Ball Saga with her normal Z ability? The answer is no, she does not. Okay, she buffs girls with her normal Z ability, and that right there in itself is already an issue. So that's issue number one. Okay, and they've done units like this in the past. For example, the Blue Pen, which actually turned out pretty good. But Pan and Sun family is very diverse, right? Sun family, there's like pretty much all the Gokus, all the Gohans, Goten. You guys get the point. Dragon Ball Saga and girls, they're both so thin. You cannot play around the way you played around with the Zenkai Blue Pan. You cannot do that. That is unacceptable. There are so many better options, and I still think they're gonna, of course, Zenkai buff one of these, but they should have not gone with Bulma. They should have gone with either the Red Launch, the King Piccolo, or the Wasteland Bandit Yamcha, because they all actually buff Dragon Ball Saga if you guys are planning on using these characters in a Dragon Ball Saga team. So the optimization already is falling apart because she does not buff Dragon Ball Saga with her normal Z ability. She buffs girls. Now you might say maybe girls are coming up. No, they are not. Okay, they're not that bad, you know, because there's always like, I think there's always like at least one or two good characters in every single tag, right? For example, Koei is pretty good, right? She came out for the anniversary, and she's solid, right? She's a solid green unit, right? And you can kind of go down the list a little bit here, but she's really the only one alongside this Zenkai Blue Pan. But you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? She's the only one that actually buffs girls with her tag. All these other girls do not buff girls with their tag, like LF Android 17 and 18, the Red Pen, the brand new free-to-play Android 18. They don't buff girls. So there's a bunch of mismatches. Like, what's the... Every time they make a decision, you have to think this has to be for a specific reason. Right now, I cannot think of a specific reason at all. This Bulma, by the way, if they somehow pull this off, okay, because take a look at this. Everything I'm gonna highlight right now is all her abilities. That is all her abilities right here, guys. It's like two sentences. That's what it is. It's like a sentence and a half. That's what it is. So the first one, okay, her first, you know, unique ability, if you guys want to call this a unique ability, is called Girl Genius. Obviously, they're gonna buff this to Oblivion. I mean, they have to buff this for this to work. This is possibly worse than any other Zenkai pre-Zenkai, right? That I can think of. I can't think of any other unit that was this bad upon release. Like, not even the first characters ever, right? I mean, her first unique ability is Girl Genius. Shorten's own substitution count by 2 as default, which is already terrible. Also, plus 50% damage inflicted by allied tag girls for 10 timer counts after switching to standby, which is actually not that bad if you're planning on using if you're planning on using a girls team. If they could add DB onto this, this would actually not be that bad if you just use her as a support unit strictly. But then even using her as a support unit strictly, her Z ability, her normal Z ability is already just girls. So people are going to be missing out on some buffs in her slot, right? And Ader is going to, obviously, Android 8 will be benefiting from her Zenkai ability, which is Blue and DB, but her Z ability they should just honestly stop DB in this. I don't know why they can't do this. It's a buff. They should definitely just start adding tags onto old Z abilities. That's my take on this. That's what they should do, right? Because it's a buff. It's not a nerf. So that's my opinion on that. And another thing that's really grinding my gears here, guys, is this. And I've actually made a full video on this. Is the Zenkai Rush battle. Now, some of you guys are with it. Some of you guys are against it. I am definitely against it. You guys already know before it was called the Battle Gauntlet, where we can, you know, farm the souls to Zenkai our character. And it was 100 stages and we could collect 700 crystals. That's pretty much what it was, right? Now, it's the Chrono Crystals got nerfed from 700 to 300, so that's a 400 crystal nerf. And on top of that, they reduced the stages from 100 to 30, which is great. And they added some erasers and rush medals as well, which is also good. But the big picture is that they actually nerfed the crystals by 400. And every month we get just about on average 2. We get 2 Zenkai rushes, right? Or 2 Zenkais. If we times 4 times 2, that's 800, and we times that by 12, which is a year, that's basically 10,000 crystals, which is exactly 9,600 Chrono Crystals, okay? So those are my rants. Terrible decision making, in my personal opinion, on this Bulma. Although, I will say this, if I have to be positive, it would be this ability here, because it's a pretty broken ability. So if this ability here can add DB onto this, it would be pretty good. I'm not going to lie. 50% from going to standby for 10 timer counts is great, right? If you just, you know, start with this, you know, if let's just say you start off with, and by the way, she's not a support unit, is she? I think she is. Is she? Yeah, she is a support type. And she holds 2 blasts. So this would actually be pretty good for the brand new LF Kid Goku. Let's just say you bring her in and you switch her out to Kid Goku. Now you get to 50% buff. If they decide to, of course, add an extra 50% to also DB, because it's only girls as of right now, right? Which I think it'll be for sure. Anywhere where it says girls, it will probably be and DB as well, right? So restores allies health by 10% and allied tag girls and DB additional 10%. So I think everything will be amplified wherever it says girls to DB, but they should definitely start switching Z abilities, guys. I don't know why they don't do this enough. It's a must. It really is, because a lot of, you know, the DB is already a thin tag, and you losing a Z ability on one of your characters or 2 of your characters because the Z ability and the Zenkai abilities don't match doesn't really make any sense to me, right? For thin tags like this. For the old school blue Zenkai Pan, it made sense, right? For this Pan right here, where is she? For this Pan right here, it made sense, right? Because she's also Sun Family, so, and it's a broader tag, so it made much more sense, right? But yeah, guys, comment down below. What do you think about this Zenkai? It might go down as one of the worst Zenkais in existence, but I could be wrong, because that one ability that I showed you could be good for tag DB. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. If you did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.